You've embraced hard work and you achieved success. When it comes to your financial future, there's no leaving it to chance, but there is a lot to consider. Estate tax, market volatility, income tax, Social Security, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm Southwest Florida's financial planner, Alfie Townsend, and protecting and growing your nest egg is my business. Coming up on today's show,
your retirement deadline checklist, managing an inheritance wisely, estate tax tips, and much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
Why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saving the Investor. Good to have you with us on this Sunday morning. My name is Craig Wolf, alongside Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, Alfie Townsend. That's not that easy to say.
That's a lot of words.
It's a good warm-up, but it's true.
Yes,
You've been doing this for a long time, and I'm privileged to be here with you. You're with the Advantage Retirement Group, retirement being the key word. We're going to talk about retirement deadlines to kick off the show this morning. I know there are a bunch of them. Let's start with one, and you mentioned 401ks.
So 401ks, you have different deadlines at 50 and 55 where you can do catch-up. You can put extra money in there at age 50. If you have at 55, if you leave the job, you can you can take money out of a 401k at age 55. Now, it's typically in an IRA qualified plan, it's age 59 and a half. So 59 and a half, you can start taking monies out of your retirement plan if you're 59 and a half or older without that 10% penalty. So there was always a 10% penalty, an extra penalty on that money. So you really didn't want to touch your IRAs at that time. But the main thing I always say, at age 59 and a half, if you're still working and you have a 401k, a 403b, what we're able to do with a lot of people that come and see us, because they're so limited what they can offer in a 401k at work. So you can control that 401k. You can do what you call an in-service withdrawal. So if you have a 401k, you want to do what we call an in-service withdrawal, and you can take that and move it over to your own IRA with us, and we can show you what we can do in the different portfolio managers, the separate managed accounts. So much more freedom. It's like you open the world up instead of just having this little account that you only have these little funds that you can invest in. You can open up the atmosphere of whatever you want to invest in, if it's separate managed accounts, individual accounts. So this is what a lot of people do, and you have to be 59 and a half. It's called in-service withdrawals. And then, of course, at age 72, you have to start taking money out of your IRAs. It used to be 70 and a half for years and years and years.
There's been a lot of changes.
And they changed that. President Trump changed that to age 72. It makes it easier. So if you're going to be 72 that year, you have to start taking out from your retirement plans, from your from your IRAs. If you're still working on a 401k, you don't have to, but your IRAs, if you're retired, you have to start taking monies out of that. And of course, at age 65, we're talking about numbers. That's when you can apply for Medicare. And, if you were paying a lot of money for your health insurance, once you turn 65, you can apply for Medicare, and then your health insurance would be through Medicare. Then you can buy a Medicare supplement. So that's a big age, 65, for a lot of people, because health insurance is so expensive. So that really helps a lot of people out.
It used to be you'd see a lot of commercials if you watch cable news, which I watch too much of. You'd see a lot of commercials for precious metals, and now it seems every commercial you see is for some sort of Medicare supplement or United Healthcare Advantage plan or whatever. And it's confusing.
It is.
And it sounds self-serving, but even the numbers you just gave us, it's all the reason to hire a professional. I mean, we're not objective here. This is, your show.
Yeah.
But doing it yourself, because I've in the past tried to do it, especially when you're an aging baby boomer and you're in your 60s and you have all these deadlines coming up, get an expert to help you out.
I agree.
All right. Good way to start the show. Thanks for being with us this morning on Saving the Investor. There's more to come. Stick around.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
When you're nearing your retirement, it's important that your plan include the proper steps to make an efficient and effective transition. There's a lot to consider. Will your income plan meet your lifestyle? How should you reallocate your assets? Is your withdrawal plan tax efficient? Well, practice makes perfect, but you only retire once. So how do you know you're making the right decisions and avoiding costly mistakes? Well, that's simple. Call Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. Alfie has over 30 years of experience helping people just like you transition into retirement. So be one of the first 5 callers and receive your complimentary retirement transition review. Call 239-747-1080. There's no cost and no strings attached. Your retirement transition review includes key deadline schedules, asset reallocation guides, income plan analysis, and tax-efficient withdrawal strategies. Be one of the first 5 callers now, and this review is yours at no cost. Call 239-747-1080. You only retire once, so let's get this right. Call Alfie now.
Good morning. I hope you're enjoying your cup of coffee, but I want to talk today about a CFP. What is a CFP professional? Now you have CFPs out there, you have also, someone that's just an advisor, someone in the insurance business. So it's so confusing out there. What is the difference? And I want to explain, as a certified financial planner professional, the fiduciary is so important with being a CFP. With a fiduciary, they're going to look at your best interest, and it's very, very important to understand what we do for our clients. And some of the things that we do for our clients, I should say, is really look at the whole picture. Okay, I always like to say I'm like a quarterback of a team. So my job, because I understand how insurance works, but a lot of people say, I don't like insurance, you should just invest. Well, you need to know if you have an annuity, how do you look at it and see if it's a good one for you or not. If you have your homeowner's insurance, you have to look at all that too. You have to look at, do you have an estate problem? So as a certified financial planner, we're trained to really look, and I don't do a trust. I don't do a will. I'm not an attorney. But I can look at it and say, you know what? You don't have a trust, but with the amount of money that you have, with the amount of, you might need a special needs trust. You have a child that you want to take care of. So I'm able to look at your accounts and look at how you're situated to see what you need. Again, it's like a quarterback of a team. I have to look at the whole. I have to know all the plays, and I have to know what direction to send you. If it's to a CPA, if it's to an estate attorney, an elder law attorney. So these are some of the things that we do. And of course, the last thing is the income plan. Putting the income plan together, it's pretty easy to invest when you're young or while you're working, because you're putting money into this 401k, and it doesn't really matter if the market's going up or down. As long as you're working, you're not needing that money, but it gets put in dollar cost average throughout your years of work. But when it comes down to retirement, now you have to take the money you work for. You have to take this money now and create income, make sure that you have enough in there to last as long as you do. And the thing about it is, people right now are living longer than they ever lived in the history. So modern medicine is keeping people alive, and what that means is people are going through their money and it has to last longer. So we will help you with that. Give us a call and see how we can make a difference in your life.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Are you concerned about creating your dream retirement? Well, I've got just the book for you. And unlike most books on investing, it doesn't require a huge investment of your time. It's not filled with financial jargon and difficult to understand explanations. It's an easy read filled with valuable insights. So valuable, in fact, that everyone who's soon to be or is already retired should have a copy on their shelf. And today it can be yours at absolutely no cost. It's Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway, written by Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, radio show host, and TV personality. Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway highlights real stories about actual people, illustrating what they've done wrong and what they've done right. The strategies in this book can help retirees and those soon to be retired make the right decisions and avoid costly mistakes. So if you save for retirement, Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway is a book you will want to have. And you can get a complimentary copy today simply by being one of the first 5 callers. The number to dial is 239-747-1080. Again, that's 239-747-1080. There are no strings attached, so if you're interested in living your dream retirement, you've got nothing to lose and quite possibly a lot to gain. So call 239-747-1080. Your complimentary copy of Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway is waiting.
Welcome to another segment of Team Talk. I'm Mary Thompson in studio with Alfie Townsend, our founder and president. And Alfie, recently you met with somebody and he was in his mid to late 50s and unexpectedly he had an inheritance. And I find it a very interesting story, especially since it was unexpected.
Yes.
How did you help guide him through the decision-making process?
This was a different one because he had his own money, and then out of nowhere there was a large lump sum of money that came from an aunt that did not have any children. So he wanted to make sure that he was able to give his 3 children an inheritance, and he didn't want to spend all this money. So I gave him some options. I told him, we can invest some money, you can take income out, and there's different things we can do. And he goes, what would be a good way to get it to them tax-free? Right. So what we did is we said, okay, how much would you like for them to each have? And it was 6-figure for each one. So what we did is we made an insurance policy, a life insurance policy was the easiest way to do it. Right. And we made it where there was 3 beneficiaries, and they each got a third, and it was a substantial amount for each one. And that was contractual guarantee because he didn't want to take a risk with their inheritance. That's what it was all about. He didn't want to take a risk with it. So what we did is we said, okay, here is your premiums that you're going to have to pay for 5 years. So what we did, we invested his money, and we took a little bit out each year to pay into this insurance policy for 5 years. And after 5 years, it's paid up and there's no more payments to be paid. Okay. Which he really liked that. So that's what we did. We put it in an account and we paid the premiums for 5 years. Each kid will have a certain dollar amount. Now what it did is it freed up his money, the leftover money that he inherited, that he can, they can travel, him and his wife can travel, they can, buy a vehicle, an RV, a boat, whatever they want to do, because they have that excess money. They know if they spent it all, their kids are still going to have a fantastic inheritance. Right. So it's, everybody comes in, Mary, with different situations. That's They're going to come in with, some people don't want to leave anything to their children. Some people don't have children. Some people are very, giving, and they want to make sure that the kids are better off than what they were when they were, at that age. So these are things that's what I love about planning, is that it doesn't get old because everybody's different situation.
That's a great point. That's a real neat story too, because the legacy became yet another legacy, and it continued on.
That's what he wanted to do, and I like that.
Thank you, Alfie.
You're welcome.
If you'd like to meet with Alfie about legacy planning, give us a call.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Remember the Wall Street bailouts? Those same big banks and financial firms have been fined billions for misleading customers. And now they want to manage your retirement savings. Why would you trust them? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, give me a call today.
We all have a picture of our perfect retirement, but how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation. 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now. 239-747-1080.
You've got questions, and Alfie has the answers that will keep you on the retirement fairway.
How do I know when I can afford to retire?
That's a real good question. One of the ways to find out if you have enough to retire is really come in, and what we do is I ask you a lot of questions, but I need to know about not just your assets, but I need to know about your liabilities. What do you owe on your home? What do you owe? What are your monthly expenses? These are all things we have to take in consideration, because when you retire, remember, you no longer have a paycheck. We got to create a paycheck. So we have to make sure you have enough money to create the income that you need to pay you, your monthly expenses, your traveling, your giving, everything that you're expecting in retirement. We have to take all that in consideration, and we use software to do that, and we also use great programs that will really show it to you in person.
My company offers target date mutual funds. Can you explain what these are, and are they something I should consider?
So as a 401k, if you have a target date mutual fund, what that typically means is the later the date, the more aggressive it's going to be. The closer you get to retirement, the more really conservative it's going to be. The best thing to do if you're over age 59 and a half, if you can do what you call in-service withdrawals, you can control that money, you can roll it into your own IRA and have many, many more options than a target fund. I'm not a big fan of target funds because they're ETFs, they're not really managed. I think at this stage, if you're about to retire or soon to be retired, it's much better you control it and you have more options than to do a target fund.
I've had the same advisor since I started investing. Is it a good idea to get a second opinion? And if so, what would that involve?
It's always good to get a second opinion. I had one for my back when I was going to have back surgery a few years ago. I have a world-renowned orthopedic surgeon. He looked at my MRI and he told me what to expect. I went to the doctor, and sure enough, what he told me to expect happened. So I knew I had the right doctor. So when you're looking for a second opinion, you want to make sure that they're doing things different than what you currently are, and you want to see what your fees are. You just want to see what's going on inside your portfolio. And a lot of times we find out that clients that come in have outgrown their advisor. They're not talking about taxes. They're not talking about where to take the income from. They're not talking about income planning. So you want to make sure you're dealing with someone that understands holistic planning opposed to just product pushing or just one segment of your retirement. So give us a call to see if we can help you out.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters. Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now.
If you're like most of us, you don't want more of your hard-earned dollars going to the government. But President Trump's tax cuts may be on the way out, and it's not just your income taxes that could go up. President Biden's plan also includes increasing the estate tax, which means the legacy you leave for your loved ones could be a lot smaller than you'd hoped. So now more than ever is the time for you to be proactive instead of reactive with your retirement planning. That's why you should call Alfie Townsend right now at 239-747-1080 before it's too late. Again, that's 239-747-1080. Alfie is Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and he'll make sure no part of your financial life is overlooked when planning for retirement, and that includes taxes. Find out what the new administration could mean for your retirement with help from Alfie and the Advantage Retirement Group, and make sure you are positioned for whatever changes may come. Call Alfie right now at 239-747-1080.
You have a club for every scenario. A driver for the long holes, wedges to get over the hazards, and a putter when you need a touch of finesse. And you'll need plenty of these too. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Find out today. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review with Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Call 239-747-1080.
Welcome back to Saving the Investor. And we have Greg Nussbickle here. He is an attorney here in Southwest Florida, and we're going to talk today about estate taxes. And Greg, when we talk about estate taxes, they're at really a very high right now. I think the only time they were higher was the year that Steinbrenner had died, and there was unlimited estate taxes at that time. And I think what happened at that, he was on a respirator or something, and then all of a sudden he died, the year of zero taxes. So I was told it saved like $500,000 in estate taxes that they would have had to come up with at that time.
Maybe 500 million in his...
I said 1,000. Did I say 1,000? No, my bad. 500 million. 500 million, half a billion. Now, I remember when Joe Robbie died, my brother-in-law was real good friends with the Robbie family, and they owned the Miami Dolphins in the 70s and 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they didn't have a good estate plan. And when he died, when Joe Robbie died and the mom died, they had to really liquidate the Miami Dolphins. I think Wayne Heisinger bought it at a discount. So the last thing you want to do is really sell things at a discount with this, because of estate taxes. So there's some planning we can do, and there's a lot of businesses that are here in Southwest Florida that, what would they do if they want to pass it on to their children or whatever?
Yeah, well, estate taxes has kind of taken a back seat nowadays for the reasons that you mentioned. There's an exemption amount from the federal level that's over $11.5 million per person. So with a married couple, you can basically double that. We have portability. So, only the super wealthy are really concerned with it the way it stands today. But if you look back 10, 15 years ago, that exemption was down as low as under $700,000, right? And it didn't have the portability. So I think that pendulum's going to be swinging back. I think our legislature kind of needs the money to come back in. Plus, we're in a situation where only a small percentage are actually paying it. So I think we have to keep an eye on it for the future. Yeah. But having those really generous laws now means we can do a lot of planning now and lock it in while the going's good.
So this is a time to really be proactive. We always talk about proactive instead of reactive. So when you're proactive, it's something that you can do now. You can do, if you have a family business, you can do, there's some partnerships that you can do within your family to get that over to your family, and then you also have, like you said, estate taxes are high right now. You can do some planning with the irrevocable trust. And
you can take advantage of that number. So you'll be gifting a portion, let's say, of that family limited partnership or that corporation or that LLC that you have, and you can get it outside of your taxable estate now without any downsides. and then you can freeze all that growth. So as your company hopefully increases in value over time, that's no longer going to be counted against you down the road. And you can do it in a way that really leverages those gifts so that you can get more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And essentially, there's every chance you could avoid estate taxes completely in the future if you do the right planning now.
Well, that's important. I think if you have a high net worth and you have a business or you have assets that you want to protect for future growth, and future taxes, if estate taxes go down, this is the time to do some planning.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you very much. So if you're looking at, taxes that are most likely going to go up in the future, if you want to control your taxes now, control your taxes in the future, it's a great time to give us a call and let us show you what we can do here.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time. But you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
Mondo Uomo specializes in remarkable clothing for the remarkable man. Like our exclusive selection of Bugatti and St. Croix shirts and sweaters. Visit our store in Naples at the Village on Venetian Bay or online at mondouomo.com. Mondo Uomo offers a remarkable selection of the latest styles in menswear. Visit Mondo Uomo at the Village on Venetian Bay in Naples. Alberto, Bugatti, St. Croix, Zanella. Come see what remarkable shopping is all about.
At Advantage Retirement Group, our business is your retirement. We're passionate about learning your hopes and dreams so we can work with you to achieve them. By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes, and the risk you're exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings last a lifetime. Call us today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation. Call now, 239-747-1080.